Away, 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 away.
Welcome to day 6 of the World Cup Hockey Masters here in Cape Town. It's live coming to you from Hartevale. My name is Zayed Adams, and I'm bringing you the over 45 clash between Argentina in their traditional light sky blue and white stripes up against the South African Spirit of Masters in their traditional gold and green. It's been a wonderful 5 days thus far, and we're looking forward to another exciting day here on day 6. The South Africans look for an early circle entry in this Pool B clash over 45. It's the South Africans pushing the ball towards the byline, and as they look to create early inroads here on a nice chilly day in Cape Town. It's overcast, a little bit of a breeze, and the clouds are spitting. But I'm sure the action will keep us all warm. And wherever you are watching in the world, you'll be able to enjoy some fantastic hockey here from the World Masters Hockey World Cup in Cape Town. South Africa attacking down the right hand side and just not able to get the ball into the short for a short corner. South Africa, they've had a mixed bag of results thus far. They've beaten Wales in their opening game, and then by 1-0 before losing to the Germans 3-1. So definitely the South Africans will be looking to get back to winning ways here up against Argentina, as a wild ball gets played out to the right, and the goalkeeper has come all the way from his outside his D to save the pass there for South Africa. Denver Daniels in goal for South Africa. The Argentines, meanwhile, they haven't had a happy time of it yet thus far in Cape Town, and they've got to defend now once again. South Africa get the shot in from inside the circle. Nice pass off the right foot into the deep right-hand corners. It gets played, and the deflection comes, but South Africa just not able to tap it home. The Argentines, meanwhile, they've been a really tough induction thus far for them at the World Masters. Losing heavily to the Netherlands 6-1. A really powerful Netherlands outfit. And then coming back up a little bit better against the Germans, but still also going down 2-0. So definitely an important clash for both teams if they are going to get anywhere close to Germany and the Netherlands. South Africa really starting promising here, but picked up neatly in the midfield, but he loses his shoe in the process, the Argentine. Number 7, Julio Garcia. As South Africa move it comfortably down the left-hand side. Grant Anderson on the ball with a green headband for South Africa. He'll be the center of most of the attacks. Andrew Hodgkinson moves it out to Simon Slater. Goes back to Anderson. Good little run there into the circle, but it's slapped to safety by the Argentinian defender. Andres Barros. Hodgkinson moving towards the byline, and he's been intercepted by Bullies. Back to Bullies. Bullies just running out of space there. Back to Hodgkinson. Anderson on the ball. Plays it out wide to the left. South Africa looking to move it through Anderson, who finds the right wing with a delightful pass. RD van Zyl not able to capitalize. Kevin Green on the ball for South Africa. He finds Charlie Jenkins, who whoops it out all the way to the other side of the field. And South Africa have a real chance there, as the Argentinian defense just not picking up the striker, Antonio Lopez of South Africa. But Lopez just indicating to his teammate that the Hartleyville pitch is a little bit more bumpier than usual, and just bobbling over his stick. Otherwise, it could have been the opening goal for the South Africans. There is a fair bit of support here for the hosts. We do see a few flags and Rainbow Nation flags in the crowd supporting the local team. Anderson once more, pushing it out wide to Hodgkinson. Just not able to pick it up cleanly. But a really promising start here by the South Africans. They've seemed to create plenty of width early on and are looking to just move the Argentinians around. Alejandro Costa just running himself into a bit of trouble, but managing to stay out of danger as he tosses it inside to Ego Roche. Roche was a goal scorer in the loss to the Netherlands. So the only Argentinian to get on the score sheet at this World Masters Hockey Cup. And Argentina concede the long corner through Barros. As Hodgkin looks to restart. Back to Anderson. Tries to go past the first defender, which he does. Not able to thread it through as it's picked up by the Argentinians. And they just clear to safety for the moment. Hodgkinson down the right. South Africa utilizing their right channel quite frequently. That seems to be their mode of attack via Anderson through Hodgkinson. Gets put into the circle. And that is exactly what South Africa have wanted. Turning all this pressure into something substantial. And they have created the short corner through Damian Kalitz, who's just put the ball on Argentinian foot. And South Africa will have their first short corner of the game. South Africa, the two Castle and Also receivers on the right and left hand side. That's good stopped, and it's played out to the right. The shot comes in from Anderson, and Anderson thought he had the first goal of the morning, but the umpires ruled that has disallowed it. And unfortunately for the South Africans and the partisan crowd, it remains deadlocked here at Hartleyvale. Anderson thought for all money that he had opened the scoring, but he's on the ball again. Gives out to Simon Slater. Who's just come on for Hodgkinson. Put in a good early shift. And just replaced by Slater for the moment. Played across the field. South Africa looked really promising here in these opening exchanges. As they try to force their way into the circle entry, and that's exactly what Ryan Ashton has done. Ashton really powerful there, wasn't going to be denied, and South Africa have another short corner. Saw them go towards the right hand side to open it up on their first attempt. What will they do now? Once again, the castle is set up with the options to the right and the left. It's not stopped cleanly on this occasion, though. It's taken out. And the opportunity has unfortunately been lost. South Africa not utilizing the short corner. Green try to regather after the initial slip-up, but Argentina now have the opportunity to restart. Wayne Sinclair on the ball for South Africa. Goes out to the left, but it's not picked up cleanly. South Africa once again looking to make the circle entry, but Ashton just a little bit over-eager in the tackle. Here's an opportunity for Argentina through Di Benedetto. Argentina haven't had much chances to make their way into the South African half. Couple of substitutions for South Africa and Argentina. Hardy van Zyl on for the Masters. Loving van Zyl's moustache as we approach November. Movember, as they say. Picked up by Roche. Throws a lovely pass into the center. If only it could be picked up. But Garcia just beaten to it by his South African counterpart. Collision on the far right-hand side. And Argentina will have the free hit. South Africa utilizing that press very well, not giving Argentina much options as they find themselves in a spot of bother at the back, and it has been they have been dispossessed by Jenkins. Fortunately, though, for the Argentinas, it hasn't managed to get themselves into any real trouble as they exit here again. South Africa with numbers forward. And they will have the free hit. It's taken quickly. Goes to Anderson. Tries to find Seclair on the overlap. But the idea was the right one and was just inches away from being executed. But Anderson definitely the puppet master for the South Africans. He's the one pulling all the strings in the midfield. Partially intercepted, but South Africa is still in possession. Through Sinclair, back to Anderson. He puts it onto the foot of his first defender, takes it quickly. Beats the second. Ball's played into the circle. And that is the opening goal for South Africa. It is that man with the beautiful moustache that has opened the scoring for South Africa. They're fully deserving of that goal. Hardy van Zyl got a mode to remember, and now he's got a goal as well. South Africa 1, Argentina 0. Definitely on the run of play, what South Africa have been pushing for. They've had 2 short corners already, a couple of opportunities, and they weren't going to let that one go begging. That is the hooter that for the first chucker that has just flown by at Hartley Vale. South Africa 1, Argentina 0.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
To start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
We're back here at Hartleyvale B at Hartleyvale A, I should say, for the South African Masters in Argentina. It's the South Africans who are leading here by 1-0 through a goal by the man with the best moustache since Magnum PI. Argentina who are try and make their way upfield. Haven't had many opportunities in the South African goals thus far. Remember, Argentina not having won a game yet. They've gone down to the Netherlands 6-1 and also Germany 2-0. So, and now trailing to the South Africans by 1 goal. So they will be looking for a spark, while South Africa will be keen to maintain their dominance and hopefully extend their lead for this crowd that has come in to watch the hosts. Hutchinson back on the field. He was very impressive during those early stages. Just went off for a bit of a breather, but he's back on the park. Argentina just putting themselves under pressure here as South Africa just stepping up on defense. Ball gets picked up by Roche, who beats Hodgkinson 1-on-1. And he finds De Benedetto, who pushes towards the circle. This is an opportunity for South Africa, but a desperate lunge in the South African defense just averts the danger. Gavin Briggs, the South African captain, hasn't had much to do thus far, but when called upon, put his body on the line and ensured the Argentinians, who had a 2-on-1 situation, weren't able to capitalize. Van Zyl, the goal scorer, he's tracking back, chasing hard. Good skill there by Carmona. Ivan Carmona in the center of the Argentina midfield. Aerial ball gets played. And it's easy enough for Briggs, the skipper, to pick up. He goes back to Hodgkinson, who goes back to his skipper, and Argentina take it quickly. Ball gets played into the circle. Here's a deflection, and its body's flying all over the park. But Carmona just unable to get that slight deflection that would have been the goal. Roche in the mix as well. Diego Roche, still the only Argentinian to get a goal at this World Masters Hockey Cup. And he was inches away from his second. Good work by Hodgkinson on the right-hand side here for South Africa. Play to Sinclair. South Africa's Talisman Anderson just taking a breather on the bench for a little bit. He was the one that set up the goals for South Africa thus far. But he'll leave that to the likes of Sinclair and Ashton. Woolley is on the ball, back to Roche. Strong tackle by South Africa. Roche in the ball for Argentina and throws a, let's call it an aspirational little aerial ball into space, but not able to be picked up by any of his teammates. Captain Briggs looking for an outlet. Argentina just stepping up on defense. And it's and he makes up for his earlier error, but Argentina still have the ball. They'll have the free hit. Costa, Alejandro Juan Costa, showing great strength, and would have loved to have the advantage. Costa. Costa still going. Costa is a real inspiration for Argentina. We saw in the previous games he absolutely doesn't stop running. Played into the circle, and it will be a 16 for South Africa. My apologies, it's actually a long corner with Ivan Carmona on the ball. Gives it to Almiron, who sends it straight to Captain Briggs, who is able to clear the danger for South Africa. But Argentina definitely finding a second spring in their step here. Di Benedetto weaving his way through, and it's that man Costa again. He keeps going, finds a teammate in the circle. The Argentinians appealing for the short corner, but Costa, he's leaving his mark here more and more on proceedings. Alejandro Juan Costa. South Africa being forced to defend a lot more, and they've got Anderson back on the park, the green bandana. Immediately he's onto the ball. Takes out the first defender, keeps going down the midfield. Carving through Argentina like a hot knife through butter here. And ball gets played into the circle, and it's Costa who looks to try and get the Argentinians out of trouble. And just off your screen, the umpires are not taking any back chatter here, and having sent an Argentine to the bench here. Not sure who exactly it is, but Argentina are reduced to 10 men here for 2 minutes. They do have possession though. Over it gets thrown, but it just turns over possession. Briggs plays it out wide, and it's well picked up by Jenkins, which allows South Africa Lopez on the ball. Jenkins gets it back, but Costa standing tall for Argentina. Been a good passage of play for Argentina here in this second chukka. They've had a lot more possession, a lot more territory as well. Couple of circle entries. Costa plays it out wide to the right. Picked up by Simon Slate in the midfield for South Africa, but he's dispossessed. Captain Briggs Looks for Lopez with a ranging ball. Good speed on the pass. And Lopez just not able to pick it up cleanly. Costa battling away. He's showing good strength to get away from Jenkins. Alfonso tries the south pass. And Argentina still on the ball. South Africa just looking to put a couple of passes together. That's well picked up by Anderson. He beats his first defender, but that man Costa, he's just a wall for Argentina. But South Africa still have the opportunity. The shot comes in, and it's a great save by Alejandro Marta in the Argentinian goal. Sean ace. It opened up for him, but Alejandro Marta, he was up to the task. And Lopez forces the short corner for South Africa. And Costa just walking back, looking a little bit frustrated with his teammate there for giving away the short corner. South Africa scored the opening goal from a short corner. They've set it up a little bit differently now. It was they've got two options towards the right hand side of the castle. Earlier it was right and left, so they've shown more of their hand here. Lopez provides the push, but it's a straight shot, and the first wave of Argentina does what's required. Ivan Carmona. But he's got to go again because the umpire has awarded another short corner. South Africa warming up a bench here with Webster, Gallets and Ashton all ready to come on. After the set piece is taken, the shot comes in. But comfortably dealt with by Argentina here. Anderson on the ball. South Africa moving towards the inside the D, but it will be a 16. Once again, Costa just having words with the umpire, just explaining to him the rules, but the umpire. Or his version of the rules, we should say. But the umpire not having much of it with Costa on the ball now. Goes on a run by himself. Sends it out right to Ivanedetto. Costa gets it back. He turns. And slapped by Sean Ace on the shin pad. As South Africa do eventually make the changes. Webster, he's on. And Argentina back to a full complement of 11. That's a beautiful ball down towards the right-hand side. Alfonso picks it up, but Anders dispossessed, and he turns it over again. But he does get it back, and it's with Lopez. And South Africa now have a 3-on-2v, but it's Costa they have to get through. And they get past Costa, does. And it's wonderful work there by Mark Webster, who's just come on and immediately almost makes an impact. It was a one-on-one with Costa, and he went, showed him he's got enough pace to go around him. But fortunately for Argentina, there was cover defense. Still 1-0 to South Africa with 2 minutes remaining in the second chukka. Roger throws the overhead, and Argentina are able to reclaim possession. Looking for the pass out wide, which he eventually does find in Barros. Anderson on the ball for South Africa. Gives it to Hodgkinson, who's been fairly quiet since he's come on in the second period. Taken quickly by Ashton, but he turns over possession to Costa. Roche, back to Costa. Anderson trying to get some impetus for South Africa again. It's played out wide to the left. Argentina definitely growing in stature the longer the game progresses, and not giving the likes of Anderson the freedom to move around as he did in that opening few minutes. And equally the Hodgkinson. And that is the hooter for halftime. South Africa still have the lead for 1-0, but Argentina have definitely made significant progress.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills, looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. Thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
Welcome back to Hartleyvale A for the second half between the Argentina over 45s and the South African Spirit of Masters over 45s. It's been a intriguing clash thus far, with the South Africans just edging it by 1-0. And that man Anderson playing a big role in that opening goal. But Argentina, they've shown the spirit that they renowned for, and they've come back with quite a courageous effort towards the latter stages of that first half. They don't have a goal for their efforts just yet, but they will surely be looking to change that. And early pressure by Argentina. But fortunately, it comes to nothing for South Africans. And Daniels can just look by as the ball goes out. And South Africa on the attack. But Costa once again finding his captor in the center of the park. Good work by Slater. Finds the open shot for Ace. And that is the second goal for South Africa. Sean Ace, he threatened in the first half. He wasn't going to miss the second time. And he slots it past Marta in the Argentinian goal. South Africa 2, Argentina 1. That's just the start the South Africans would have wanted after Argentina showed promising signs in that first half of recovery. But the second goal might just give Argentina a little bit more to think about, as Costa now taking over on a more attacking role. Good save by Marta. He finds Costa. And the Argentina skipper beats one, beats two. And Addison eventually fouls him just to slow down the momentum. Taken forward by Almiron. He's fouled by Ace, the goal scorer. Costa just stepping up in a more attacking role. And Roque thought he was fouled. South Africa just taking the route one option here to clear the ball. Good turn by South Africa. Captain Briggs on the ball. Hodgkinson working down the right-hand side. South Africa not able to capitalize there, and Argentina can breathe a sigh of relief. Good, just the touchline beating South Africa on that occasion. Briggs makes the pass for South Africa. Find Anderson in plenty of space in the midfield, and he delivers a delightful pass. But just not picked up cleanly by. And it's back to Briggs. Just a bit of a ding-dong battle now at the moment in the midfield. Both teams are turning over possession. The Argentinians definitely not happy with the calls. Just getting a bit scruffy. Both teams are getting involved in a bit of argy-bargy. But that's the nature of these type of contests when both teams are desperate for the points, as they are. Remembering South Africa, they've got one win over Wales, defeat to Germany, but still having to face the Netherlands. Whereas the Argentinians have gone down to both the Netherlands and Germany thus far, and a crucial clash for them. Anderson on the ball for South Africa. He plays it out wide and just evades his teammate. Riggs on the ball for South Africa. Good circle entry, and the shot comes in from the goal scorer. But he's not able to get another one as it just hits into the backboard, the sideboard at least. And Argentina can breathe a sigh of relief. The beautiful ball there by South Africa. There's space on the right-hand side and just agonizingly goes wide of the goals. And there's a huge sigh on the bench of the South Africans. And if their coach had any hair, he would have been pulling it out right now. As South Africa unable to extend their lead. But Argentina living very dangerously. Anderson on the ball for South Africa again. Looking for a runner. He finds one. Lots of space opening up behind if he can get the pass away in time. South Africa looking to attack via the left. Go plays it across, but it's picked up by Rohe. And so Argentina, who try and push forward with an overhead from Roche, but it's picked up comfortably. And that is the end of the third chukker. South Africa managing to extend their lead during that period. And we'll see you back in a short while. We're back at Hartley Valley for this final chuck. It's been an intriguing clash here between South Africa and Argentina. South Africans in control of the game, leading by 2 goals, but you can be sure that Argentina won't give up, especially that man Costa, who sends the ball back to his sweeper. He wants it back. He does get it back in the center of the midfield. He's immediately covered by Ace, the goal scorer, and Anderson. Played into the center of the park for Argentina, but just nobody being able to run on it. The Africans have been good in utilizing their chances when it's arised. They have missed a couple as well that could have possibly extended their lead. But the 2-goal advantage is very much in their favor. Sinclair working his way on the left-hand side here. Goes back to Slater, who makes a bit of an error there. And South Africa fortunate to get away with that. Strong defense by Costa. But it does come in. Cross does come in eventually, and not able to be picked up there by the South Africans. Would be a crucial victory for South Africa to keep them in the hunt for the playoffs. We've got a big game against Netherlands still to come, and these points are vital. Ace throws the ball into Lopez in front. Marta makes the save for Argentina. Costa goes on a mazy run, and it's picked up by Roche. He's pushing himself towards the circle, and unfortunately just taps it onto his foot. But it opened up there for Argentina. That combination between Costa and Roche. They are the ones that, if Argentina are to get a goal, most likely will come from the 2 of them. Good work by Costa. Back with Alfonso. Costa gets it back. He throws it between his legs. I've said it before. If I could choose my favorite player of the tournament, it would definitely be that man, Alejandro Juan Costa. He's an absolute legend. Gives it his 150%. His team might not be winning on the scorecard, but he's won the hearts of many at this World Masters Hockey Cup. Precision just not quite there for Argentina right now. That's good work by Antonio Lopez, but he's dispossessed by that man Costa once more, who just waltzes his way out of trouble and gets the free hit. What a legend. Argentina looking for some space down there, left-hand side, which they found. It's a 3-on-3. They have stalled the momentum, though, allowing South Africa to come back. Ace tracking back for the Masters and showing that he doesn't only just score goals, but he can defend as well. And long ball by Ace there. Back to Costa. Looks to the right and then shimmies to the left. Wants it back. Goes in a little bit of a run. He steps off his right foot. Argentina finds some space down the left-hand side. Is this your chance that they can get a circle entry? Unfortunately not, as it's just the final pass for Argentina just going astray at the moment. 10 minutes still remaining. Briggs on the ball. Roget tries to make the tackle. The South Africans are strong and they walk through it. And South Africa have managed the short corner here. They haven't had one since the first chucker, which they scored from. But what do they have up their sleeve now? Waiting for the injection. Comes. Briggs sends it out wide to Anderson. He slaps it across, but it's wide of the left post. And Argentina can start yet another attack, and clock is ticking away. Green sends it out to the left, and the Argentines just frustration keeping in here. They still trail here by 2-0, and they are starting to get a little bit edgy with the umpires' decisions. The other goal scorer, Van Zyl, on the bench. That's good 3D skills by the Argentinian. Absolutely brilliant as he makes his way towards the circle entry. Costa who tries to intercept. But he's now caught out of position as Henri van Zyl sends it to Anderson, who picks it up neatly on the right-hand side. But Costa, that man, once again tracks back, makes the tackle. Oh, beautiful by Costa. I'm going to say it again. My favorite player at the World Masters Hockey Cup. Just so much swagger does he have as he waltzes around this Hartleyville Park. It's his domain. But he's got to find something special to get Argentina back in this contest. They're trailing by 2. Briggs, the South African captain, he's on the ball. He had all the vision. Fortunately, his teammates are not on the same page there. Once again, 3D skills. And that is the short corner that Argentina have been wanting. And Costa makes his way forward like a gladiator walking into battle. This is Argentina's, this is the chance with under 5 minutes on the clock remaining. If they are to get back into this game. The push comes out, stopped by Costa. The drag flick comes in, and it's a great save by Daniels to deny the Argentines. There was good pace on the flick, but Daniels in South African goal, he was up to the task. Argentina still on the ball. It's Costa throws into the circle, and the Argentines, they appealing for the short corner, but the umpires are unmoved, and South Africa can restart through the goal scorer, Van Zyl. A bit of a stick against the head of Carmona as Anderson sweeps it across to Sinclair. Sinclair pushes out wide to Hodgkinson. And he's double teamed by the Argentines, but he maintains possession. Slater gives it out to Sinclair. Back to Anderson. And it's a timely interception, but it's still with Sinclair. Pushes it in, and that's the opportunity for South Africa. But Callis is not able to get his feet around the ball in time to get the shot away. But he definitely had the space. Good build-up by South Africa, patient. As they come again through Lopez. Back to Briggs. It's South Africa just showing good game management skills there. They're the ones who are leading by 2 goals. And just running down the clock with Anderson and Briggs playing the ball around the back. Trying to lure the Argentines out of defense. With Hodgkinson. Wins the free hit. It's Ace. Anderson calling for the ball in the midfield, but and they go all the way back to Briggs in their own half. Very, very good game management here by the South Africans. They realize they're the ones in the lead by 2-0. And it's the Argentines that have to come and fetch the ball if they want it. Just running down the clock. Back to Briggs. And back to Sinclair. That's it. And quickly taken by the Argentine skipper. He's only got one teammate in support though, and who else would it be but Costa? Thrown beautiful by Costa just to find some space on the left. Garcia on the ball. Still going strong. At least Carmona. And he forced his way all the way to the D. Anderson looking for some support. He keeps on going. He'll turn around though, and he knows that he's got plenty of green shirts behind him. In Sinclair. Lopez tries to win it back. She does. And that is the final whistle. That is the hooter. Argentina, particularly that man Costa and Roche, gave it as good as they got. But ultimately, South Africa had too much in the bank. And it's a comfortable victory for the South Africa. It's 2-0 as they progress here in the World Masters Hockey Cup.
We are fascinated by the mindsets and the habits that make individuals and teams perform at another level. Let us be your thought partners and transformational coaches. Are you part of a team and you are wanting to gain insight into what ingredients need to be in the mix to take your team to a whole new level of performance? Partner with us. We want to be your transformational coaches.